Hi, this is Jenny's First Year Latin, Chapter 21. We're talking about second conjugation. Those are verbs whose present system ends in E that belong to the second conjugation. And in my example, I am using habeo, habere, habui, habitum, because I think you use the verb to have, hold a lot. And I use on my board all present, imperfect, future, and perfect. And it's pretty straightforward. You use habeo, you take the second principal part, habere, the second principal part, and you take off the re and you have your stem. So you have habeo, habes, try to point, there you go, let's point. You have habere, and you take off the re from the second principal part from down there. You have habeo, habes, habet. Just add your endings, habemos, habetos, habent. Then you have the ba for the imperfect, habebam, habebas, hababat, hababamus, hababatus, hababant. And then your future, hababeo, habablis, hababat, hababat, hababit, that's what I'm trying to say. Hababimus, hababitus, hababunt. And then you take your third principal part is habui. You have a bui, habobistis. No, wait. Habobisti, habobit, habobimus, habobisti, habobit. It's kind of hard to say. Anyway, I'll leave that up there for a minute, and I'll explain the number in a second. The pluperfect and future perfect is similar. You just add your endings and follow the thing. It would be, for instance, the pluperfect would be habuewo, habuesti, habuet. You just follow the way that you do pluperfect. I will continue because on page 94 they show you how to do it, but they do not do it completely with monio. And if you want to see a complete example, because that's your number, on how to do monio and how to do every single example of it, I want you to turn to your book on page 404. Page 404. Look at page 404. They have monio completely conjugated. And the perfect, pluperfect, and they have the passive voice. You haven't learned the passive voice. Just look at the active voice, which is on the left side. Ignore the passive voice. Don't look at 405. You haven't learned subjunctive. Just look at the indicative. Don't look at page 405, but on page 404 on the left side, on the active, I advise, I am advising, I was advised, I shall advise, I have advised, I had advised, I shall have advised. Look at those. That conjugates it completely. That's a very good example on how to do the second conjugation. If you have any questions, call me and we'll talk it over. Page 95 explains that monio is conjugate in exactly the same way as the voco, except that the stem vowel is not dropped but only shortened before O in the present active first person singular. And in the vocabulary you have Helvetius, which is Helvetian. Then we have habeo, habere, have, monio with an A means stay, monio, warn, moveo, move, and move is not only the meaning but the derivative. Sedio, sedere, sit, is sedentary from that, that's a derivative. You have a sedentary life, you're sitting a lot. Teneo, tenere, hold, get tenacious from that, that's a derivative. Temeo, temere, fear, be afraid. Wideo, Wideo, Widc. Video comes from that. When you watch my videos, think of that it's a derivative of Wideo. Turn the page to 96. That's a nice picture of Tiber Island. Just a nice picture. Your reading lesson is on Caesar. Well, it is on Caesar and the Gallic War. We'll talk more about Caesar. That's probably going to be your next culture moment is going to be about Caesar. So I want you to read that reading lesson on Caesar, and we'll discuss about which exercises you're going to do after you reread about Caesar. So, voila!